Welcome to Unshakeable with Human Design, the show dedicated to helping entrepreneurs use human design to shift from hustle to flow without sacrificing results. Come here to become an unshakable human and build an unshakable business according to your human design. I'm your host, Nicole Laino. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unshakeable with Human Design. I'm your host, Nicole Laino. We are here today with one of our solo episodes here on a Monday morning for you. And I want to talk to you about something specific that I saw scrolling through Instagram. This was an instant hit from my sacral, and I was like, I have to bring this to you guys. I had it saved in my phone, and I was like, I need to bring this to the show, and I need to kind of put this out on social as well. So whenever you get a reaction, if you are a generator of any kind, I'm a manifesting generator, you get that ping. It's kind of telling you that there's something in it for you or there's something in it for somebody else. So that's why I'm bringing this to you. We're going to talk about how human design can save you from bad advice. And I really want to show you with this show how human design starts to open up decision making. Obviously, we know it through authority. We know like, okay, I have to make a decision. I'm going to pass it through my authority. I'm going to make it from this like wise place. And then I know how to move forward. My strategy is going to bring me things. And then my authority is going to help me decide whether those things are correct for me or not, right? But I also want to show you how human design can just start to help make you more discerning and to see things differently, that your authority, you become an authority. It's not just like, I'm tapping into my human design authority, my emotional authority. I'm seeing the world differently. I'm seeing myself differently. And I want to show you. So today we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to show you an example of how we're just conditioned and how human design can save you from that conditioning. Not just if you go through the whole process, not just if you're using your authority in the moment. Living by your human design gets you to respect yourself in a different way and to look at the outside world, not being critical, but to look at it with greater discernment, to look at it and say, I'm not just going to accept that that is true. And I'm speaking to you, all of my open head center people, where we are kind of accepting. Open head, open ajna, might be more accepting of the information that's passed to you. So it's even more important for you that because our openness is where we accept. It's where we take things in. So we're going to dive into this today. I'm going to give you a specific example that sort of tweaked my melon a little bit. And I'm going to give you that example and show you how you can look at your design and how human design can start to help you make better decisions in all aspects of your life, not just the big ones that we're passing through our authority, okay? So how this is working, where it's changing who we are, or it's bringing us back home to who we are is more to the point. But before we start, I do want to let you guys know that we have a workshop coming up on June 21st. We will be doing a workshop. I highly recommend you come. We're going to unveil something really, really exciting. We're going to give you some really amazing information on how you can start to see results from human design. So stop just consuming information, but really taking it in and using this to become the most authentic and powerful version of yourself. I hope that you come join our wait list at nicolelaino.me/waitlist. We'll have special bonuses for you and everything if you join that. If you go to the nicolelaino.me/podcast links, that will take you to all of the links that we have, including the waitlist. But if you want to grab any of our free guides or anything that's there, we have a deconditioning guide, productivity guide. We have all sorts of things over for you there. You can click through all of the links and just download and sign up for all sorts of stuff. It'd be really fun. Okay, let's get into the episode. Let's get into this, how human design can save you from bad advice. And I'm going to tack on to the end of it and help you just make better choices overall. Okay, so I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw this post. Someone was quoting, I don't know, it was one of the E-Talk TV or something like that. They were quoting Arnold Schwarzenegger. There were two quotes from him, and I'm going to read them right now. Okay, so they say, everyone is talking about their feelings. That's okay if that's how you want to occupy yourself. How I feel is irrelevant. I don't give a fuck how I feel, is how he says. Sorry if you have kids in the room. And then he said, the second quote was, we have to work our asses off and stop worrying about feelings. Just swallow it. If you feel shitty, don't think, just do things. Now, we hear advice all the time. We hear tips. I mean, we're inundated with information now. We're inundated with this is the way, that is the way. But when we hear it from really successful people, we're inclined to believe that they know what they are talking about, right? But people are saying what's worked for them. People are saying, this is what worked for me. Some people say it with great force, like Mr. Schwarzenegger here. He's saying it like it's gospel. If you're worrying about your feelings, then that's why your life stinks. That's why you feel bad. Just get up and get to work. Go do something. Now, so I looked it up because I was like, I'm going to guess that he is not an emotional authority. I'm going to guess that he's either a manifesting generator or a manifester. And there were certain things in my mind that I was like, I'm going to guess these things. And I was right about most of them. And then there was also even some more color added to it. So he is a pure manifesting generator. He is a 5-1 like me. And he is the cross of the alpha. So the alpha it's leadership energy. It's really powerful energy. There's a lot of potential for leadership. I mean, it's called the alpha. So you can even take just some of the meaning from that name. I'm not going to do a full reading on him. This episode isn't going to be about him, but I did want to emphasize that he has a defined ego. He has the integration circuitry. So he has the 3420 channel. He has the 3410, which is actually an individual. He has the 1020. He has all of these very powerful, empowering to himself channels. He has a defined ego center with the money line, the 2145 running up to the throat. He has a throat center gate as his conscious sun. He is the cross of the alpha. He has a 5-1 profile. It's giving him a very specific experience and what has worked for him. Now, if a projector is hearing this, and they hear this advice and they see that Arnold Schwarzenegger has built this amazing career and he has built this very successful life, as far as some things are not so successful. But you look at him and you say, like, maybe you want some of what he has. Maybe you're taking that and saying, like, he must know something. Look at how far he's come. And look at how he came here as an immigrant from Austria and he built himself into one of the biggest stars in the world. Obviously, a really impressive path. And it worked for him. Why? Because a lot of that is very much in alignment for his design. Some of it is a little bit of the not self. I don't care how I feel. Now, that's his wide open emotional center would have him maybe avoiding feelings. Maybe he has feelings that he needs to process. It can also be cold. Sometimes the completely open emotional center, they feel it from other people, but it's not an internal thing for them. Cause and effect is their emotional state. It is what causes their emotions. Something happened, now I'm sad. His way, power through, get to work. It's a very manifesting generator sort of energy. It is in alignment for generators to do something, but where is that coming from? Is it doing it because I'm avoiding my feelings? That would be a not self strategy out of it. So I don't know whether it's in alignment or out of alignment for the Arnold, but if a projector is hearing that, and they're hearing this advice, and they're an emotional projector, that can actually cause a projector to go very much into a not self kind of slave world where that energy that they need to burn off as a projector, being an energy projector, having a defined emotional center, which is a motor. When you have a defined emotional center as a projector, there is this need to do something with that energy. And that can cause you to do things before you're waiting for an invitation. If you have a defined emotional center, no matter what type you are, and you're being told to just bypass your feelings and not honor them, then you might be jumping into things without waiting out your emotional wave because somebody told you to. So this is why I hope that you're seeing why this is such a powerful tool. When you start to understand this is what is true for me, this is what's going to pull me off course. So if you listen to that advice, there are a million books out there that are going to tell you that this is the way. There are a million courses out there. There are a million gurus out there who are going to tell you that this is the way. But the new way for all of us is to figure out what our way is. And we do that through knowledge, through understanding, but we also do that through living it. So when I heard that, immediately I just went to, well, that's not for me. I'm not going to wallow in my feelings, but I am going to honor them. And I'm not just going to get to work when things get tough. I'm going to approach it very differently. I'm a manifesting generator. I've got a lot of energy. I have 3 motors defined. I need to put my energy someplace. But it doesn't mean that I'm bypassing the feelings that I have. It doesn't mean that I'm not waiting out my wave, because sometimes it's just uncomfortable. And I have to sit in that. And I have to allow that to be there. And I know what my process is. So I'm not just blindly taking an advice like this. Oh, they said that. They made $1 million, so I better go do what they said, because they obviously know what they're talking about. I want $1 million too. That isn't going to work for everyone. And this is why it becomes so self-defeating, because you do the things that successful people did. They don't make you successful. And then suddenly you're wondering, why am I not successful? And now you're starting to condition yourself. So what I'm saying is, what Arnold is saying, and I mean, he's speaking his truth, but he's speaking it like it should be yours as well a bit. What is happening to us when we hear things like that and we feel like we should act on it is conditioning us. We're taking that in and we're moving based on what the outside world gave us, what we took in through our openness, through our fear, through our lack, through our misalignment. I want the thing, I want what he has, I better go do what he said and bypass my own authority. That's what conditioning is. So, of course, there's the nope, that's not my strategy, that's not my authority, of course. But in the moment, I didn't even accept that. Not openly. I accept that there may be some truth to it. I don't think we need to sit in our feelings forever and not move. We need both. But this is something, and I do this with everything now. I look at it and I pass it through my own understanding of my design. I do it when I coach people. I'm guiding them to make the decision that's correct for them through their design, so that they are making their decisions from their empowered place and not from their conditioning. So I hope that this sheds some light on what conditioning is, how human design can help save you from taking bad advice or just accepting what people tell you blindly without really standing in your own power with it. I hope that this helped you do that. That was the goal. I hope that we got there. Please remember, go to the waitlist and join the waitlist so that you can be part of that event that we're doing on June 21st. I'm super excited about it. We are making a big announcement at that event, and I hope that you will be there to hear all about it. Go to NicoleLaino.me/podcast links to sign up for the waitlist, download the guides that we have, all the fun things over there. And I will see you in the next episode, everybody. Remember, in order to have an unshakable business, first, you must become an unshakable human. So I hope this episode helped you, and I hope you join us next time so that we can help you more on the journey of you becoming unshakable with human design. I'll see you in the next one. If you love this episode and you're a fan of the show, please show us the love on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you're listening to the show, and leave us a review. And if you'd like to connect with other entrepreneurs on their human design journey, join our free Facebook community, Human Design for Entrepreneurs. Go to NicoleLaino.me/podcast links to join the group, book a human design reading with me, or access our free human design resources. We'll see you there.